it's dark here, but it's somehow dark here. I don't know if you can see me, but it's alright. Okay, let me just fix it here. Okay, so Lily?
Yes. Are we good now, sir?
Sure, yeah. Now we are good. Fixed it.
Okay.
So,
Hello, guys. Magandang
hello.
gabi sa inyo. Naririnig niyo ba ako, guys?
Oo,
Yes
naririnig ka
po,
namin.
naririnig ko yan.
Okay.
Yes, I hear you.
All right. So, yes, sir. Good evening
Good evening.
here in our end. And
Yeah. For me, it's like 10, 10 a.m. It's still morning here. Yeah.
yes. Okay. So, this is actually sa lahat po na hindi ako kilala. Ako pala si Lily, one of the owner of Hunters Guild. And please help us welcome our guest, Sir Tiago, or also known as Tit.
Hello, guys. Nice
Please,
to
sir,
meet you all.
kindly introduce yourself to
Sure,
us first.
sure. My name is
Welcome,
Thiago.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kulich. Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. My name is Thiago in real life, but I'm also known in the communities by Teach, so you can call me whatever you want. I am the CMO at Parallelium, and I'm here today to present you the project Parallelium and explain and answer all your questions that you may have. And I hope you, at the end of this AMA, you join our project, you learn more about it, and you can see what we are trying to build. It's a special game, real game. I will explain more. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now, sir, let's move on to your project. Can you please tell us about Parallelium?
Sure, yeah. Parallelium is a RPG game. I don't know if you guys saw any video about it or images of the game, but it's a 2D RPG like the Haria, the Maple Store, something like that. It's a 2D game, platform game, and it's a RPG, so it has the basic elements such professions, classes. You can become like a blacksmith. You can be a warrior, a bounty hunter. You can be anything you want. That's the idea. Of course, the game will be simple in the beginning because it's how everything starts, right? Everything starts basic from the basic, and it gets more complete, more complex when the development progress. So it's in the beginning will be simple, but in the future, the more time pass, more things will be implemented in the game. So Parallelium is a game, real game. The idea of our project is to be a fully playable and fun game. That's the main thing here. We are bringing to you a real game. It's not about farming tokens and giving false promises like, oh, you will become rich by playing your game. That would be good. If we could, we would make everyone rich, but we need to be real here. You know, Projects that promise you to get a lot of money, a lot of dollars are just, they are just temporary. They are not here to stay for years to come. And we want to be here for years. So we need to be real. Of course, you'll be able to earn, but it's not that um, that uh, that crazy thing that they say. Get to $1,000 per month, and I'm sorry guys, but you see a lot of projects dying, and we can't keep doing that kind of stuff. So we are here to bring you a real game where you'll be able to earn by playing. So you have to put some effort, put some time on the game. That's how it works. We'll talk more about the economy and all that stuff, but just for you to understand what it is our project about. If you have questions, we feel free to open your microphone and
Yes. Hello, Sir T. This is
hello,
DX.
hi
Mhm.
man.
We actually have checked the information in Discord,
Hmm.
and we saw that it's a an RPG type.
Yeah.
And right now, uh, the white paper is still under development.
Yes, it's it don't have a lot of information yet, so it's still it really the game is really in a beginning phase. We have a lot of things yet to do, and white paper is one of the things that we need to change. Put more information because we say a lot in the AMAs, but in the white paper there are few information.
There is a question in the TG in the Telegram. Um, well, it's a direct question, and it's it goes. I'm sorry. It goes. Why do we need to invest in Parallelium? What is the guarantee that we will not lose our money or our investment?
Well, that's a good question. No project, no game can guarantee you anything. That's the reality. What we are trying to create here is a game that will last for years. So if you start investing, putting your money in the game now, the more we grow, the more you will be able to make over the time. And also the thing is that our NFTs, they tend to value with time. Mainly the sale the NFTs from the sales, because they will be really limited. So over the time, the time pass by, the NFTs that you have will be more valuable. So that's probably how you will make some money, because all the economy is based on the marketplace. So you are in Parallelium, you are not investing in tokens, you are not investing in a false promise of return of investment. What we are saying is we have a game where you can buy some armors, better armors, and by playing it, you can, for example, you can craft a new armor, put it on the marketplace, and someone buys that NFT. So when someone buys that armor that you crafted, you get the in-game in-game currency. So you can sell the in-game currency, and that's how you make money in Parallelium. So the game will be on the hands of the community, in the hands of the players. So the more players we have, the more people you'll be able to make some money. But it's all based on the marketplace. You have to craft, you have to gather, I don't know, maybe ores, gold, metal. You choose a profession, you choose what you do, and that's how you make money. So you have to
Correct.
understand that it's
Okay, that's a mhm. Well, that's a good good insight of the game.
yeah.
When you mean craft, are we going to farm for those for the items to craft, or are we going to mint it? And if it's gonna be minted, what are we going to use as for minting? Is that BUSD, or do you have a particular token that we need to buy first to mint the equipments?
Yeah. So for example, you want to first when do we say like craft? Because our game is off chain basically. Our game is off chain, but we use the blockchain technology. So we have NFTs, of course, we have a in-game token, but we can't say that it's a token. It's wrong to say like token. We use this term in blockchain, but it's an in-game currency, just like in World of Warcraft,
Mm-hmm.
Tibia. It's just an in-game currency that you can swap to BUSD. So for example, you have armor in your inventory in the game, but it's off chain. It's not in the blockchain. So it's all in the off chain. And then you decided to mint that item and transform it into an NFT. So you pay some gas, and that's it. You pay some gas. Um, Probably will if you are using the BSC, then you pay BNB. If you are using METS, which is a new network that we have in your game, then you pay the network. Yes, that's it. We won't charge you for minting an NFT. It's it's your item and you decide to mint. But we have limited a limit for NFTs for items that you can transform into NFTs because we have seasons in the game. So, for example, every 3 months the game resets, and you can choose. Oh, I want to convert this item into NFT. You know, you have a limit. You can't convert
Mhm.
everything NFT. So you pay some
Oh,
gas, network gas, for mint the NFT in the game. Just gas, and
okay. So that's an interesting one. So we can go ahead and use any of our blockchain network, like what you said, BSC or ETH or
yeah,
other network, and it will be converted into game, or we can convert the game currencies. That's where we are going to have the earning for the game. So we have right now. Do you have any coin burn or buybacks systems, or any token burn plans to increase the value of token and attract investors to invest?
yeah, we don't have anything like burning mechanisms because there are no token listed on exchange, for example. So we don't need to worry about the token burning mechanism. It will be like 10,000 florins, which is the in-game token, is equal to 1 BUSD. And 1 BUSD, if you want to buy the in-game token, it's 1 BUSD for 10,000 florins. That's it. It do not change. You know, it's fixed. It's a fixed price. For the NFTs, I remember that Lily asked me about the NFT burning mechanism. We don't have a burning mechanism actually, because it's just like in real life. You know, you can't burn,
Hmm.
for example, your t-shirt and get back
Yeah.
something from it. You can't burn that. So it's based on the
Yeah.
supply and demand economy. It's just like in real life.
Okay. The in-game currency, does it have infinite supply, or do you have just a value of supply on it, like 1 billion tokens, or well,
For the in-game currency,
yes.
yeah, there is no like limit or anything like that because if you want to buy something in the game, you have to buy the florins. So there is no limit for it. There is anything like that. It's just simple. It's just very simple actually. Let's say for example that Tibia has now you can sell now the Tibia in-game currency. They don't. They won't put nothing like that. They will just oh you can sell I don't know 10,000 coins for $1 or something like that. So it's just simple as that. But of course our game is not. It will start from zero, so we can set a price. So there is nothing like that in your game. It's different from most of the games. We don't have anything like that in the tokenomics. We don't have the that numbers like 1 billion tokens.
Hmm.
There is nothing like that.
Hmm. All right. So it's going to be as much as you can farm on the game. Will,
Oh yeah,
like,
According to Wikipedia,
you can't farm in the game. Like you can't farm the token of the game. You can just buy the token for you to buy some armors, weapons, but you can't
mhm,
farm the token of the game. There's
Oh, you.
really no way to
Mhm.
farm it. Also,
So the items that will be used to create the armors or the equipment, that would need the in-game currency.
yeah, most probably because the person that will craft it is most probably a blacksmith or something like that. We want to implement professions that has really utility in the game. For example, most of the
Mhm.
RPGs out there, oh, I will craft
Mhm.
a sword, but are you a blacksmith? Do you know how to, craft a sword?
Yes.
You don't know. You are just
Mhm.
adventure. So in the game, we want to put something like that. You need to give it to a blacksmith, someone that has the experience and know how to do it, and then you pay him
Mhm.
to craft the sword, for example, and then he crafts the sword, and that's how it works. And then the blacksmith will make money like that, and you can
Mhm.
sell the sword, or he makes it and sell the sword. So we have some professions in the game, so you can't like
Yes.
doing everything.
Mhm. Regarding having professions on the game,
Mhm.
say for example you are a blacksmith. Is that the only thing that you're going to do to forge equipment, or there is also a fighting modes wherein you can use your equipment to find or to fight bosses, or uh, fight other jobs that they have.
So the question is about if you can find equipments uh, aside from forging it on the blacksmith, because and professions. Okay, so we have a lot of professions in the game. A lot. It's just blacksmith is just an example. We have alchemist, we have hunter, we have bounty hunter. You can be a lot of things. That's the idea. Of course, it will be simple, but we'll be implementing a lot of things to complete the ecosystem of the game. And you can drop, for example, you may drop something, items from bosses and mobs, but you can't drop, for example, an entire sword from a monster, unless it's a higher monster or something like that. But today we don't have anything like that. Like you can't drop a sword from a monster. Today you just drop the materials, and then you get the materials from the mob, the monster, and you use that to craft a sword or armor or anything like that. And for profession, we have a lot more coming that will complement each other. So the blacksmith needs alchemist, the alchemist needs a miner, the miner needs a lumberjack, to cut some woods, and that's the idea. One profession will complete each other. So we will have a lot of professions in the game.
All right. So if you're going to be yeah, that's the if you're going to be a blacksmith, so you are going to be the one who's going to craft or forge for, say, a lumberjack whose job is to cut the woods, and once he got the woods, he'll be able to sell it. Is that correct?
Yes, he will, go to a tree,
Mm.
cut it, and then he takes that wood, put on the marketplace, or sell directly to other player. They can choose what they do. If they put on the marketplace, they will have to, probably there will be other lumberjacks putting wood on the marketplace, so the price will go down if there are a lot of wood. It's just the supply and demand, just in real life. For example, there are a lot of meat in the in the supermarket. There are a lot of meat,
Mm-hmm.
and the price will go down because there are a lot. So when there are a lot of things, the price usually go down. The price drops.
Yes, for
When there are few of
mhm, for the
it,
supply
the
and
price
demand.
rises. So that's how it works. And the lumberjack will make money, make floatings in game, then can convert it by selling wood, or maybe he can specialize in something, a
Mm-hmm.
better profession where he can learn to
Oh, I
fight.
see.
That's the
You
idea.
you mentioned earlier. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. You mentioned earlier it's going to be a seasonal tasking for every 3 months that you can change your job. You will not be able to change your job instantly. Like for example, just like what you said on the supply and demands. If there are so many lumberjacks and they have so many woods on the market, then the price of the woods will drop, and then I would want to opt out if I'm a lumberjack and I would like to choose another job so I'll be able to sell other items.
Yes, but the idea here is the progression. The more you progress, the more better wood you get. So it's not always the same wood that you get. For example, the lumberjack started today. So he will be there cutting some trees, getting some wood, but he needs to keep doing that so he can cut a better tree. I don't know names of trees, but some kind of hair
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
which requires more
yes,
experience, a level
require,
2.
yes, yes, so
So for example,
as well as requirement support items.
yeah, so for example, oh, there are a lot of lumberjacks selling wood. I don't want to be a lumberjack anymore. Well, you can start being a miner, but you with time you lose your experience because
Experience,
because
yes.
for example in real life you are a lumberjack, but then you stop being it, and with time you lose that the experience of being a lumberjack. You will become maybe more weak. You can't cut trees like before. So it's just in real life. The more you do something, the better you get at it. That's what we want to implement in the game. The more you put some effort, the more you get rewarded in the game. And it won't be easy. The idea is that every profession will have some difficulty to to balance it.
Oh, I see. Well, this is getting interesting. So when you say um
Mm.
for the job, do we need to, or is there no limits on what we can pick up? It's like there is a respawning point for the trees to grow. Are we can we can we just go to a certain place and make it our territory, and we're going to farm, or we're going to chop the woods in there if we're going to be a lumberjack?
Yeah, probably the developers will set like a time for trees to grow again.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is about owning a area in the game, right? Like for example,
Mm-hmm.
I own this area which has some good trees. I don't think that will be initially a thing because we need people to gather material. So for example, you are a beginner, a beginner lumberjack, and then you go to the
Mm-hmm.
beginner area or some areas, and you can't chop
Mm-hmm.
tree, but because it's owned for someone, that would make people that invest a lot to own the game, and that's one
Mm-hmm.
of the reasons that we have the reset system in the game, the season um, in the game. We don't
Oh.
want two people to own the game. Oh, I have a lot of money, so I will own the game. I think some games do it, like Nemira game, something like that. It's I see people complaining about it because some people own the areas, so you can't do anything.
Yeah, yeah. Mirror 4, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
The Mirror
yeah,
4 game is a territorial game.
yeah,
Um, well, I think it's still ongoing. It's just that that particular issue regarding the territory, they are bullying other players, especially the
yeah,
starting ones, that cannot farm in the place that they tell or they say that it's their territory or guild territory.
yeah.
Oh, it actually reminded me of. Would there be any alliances or guilds
Sure,
inside the game?
sure. That's for sure one of the first things that we want to implement are guilds in the game. We even have an event on Discord where guilds, or for example, if you are a content creator, you can create your guild already. So for example, you are an individual right now. You can invite five more people to your Discord and open your guild. You reserve your name, your guild's name, guarantee your guild's name right now. You can. For example, you want to have the name Fire or Ice, these short names. You can already. You just have to invite five people and follow the steps on Discord, and you'll be guaranteeing your guild's username, and you'll be probably listed on website. We are doing something like that already, because guilds are something really essential in RPGs. They bring people together to play together, to talk, to interact with each others. So guilds will be something that we really want to bring to Parallelium. It will be one of the first things actually in the game that we want to bring.
Well, mhm. That's great. However, right now in our Hunters Guild, we are more than 400 people. So I think we will be seeing each other in the battlefield, and we will be fighting for the items. We have a question from the TG from the chat boxes. Uh, do you have a target date for the beta test?
Not yet, because what we are doing today, what the developers are doing today, is that we want to make a more complete game. We don't want to make like other games where they release the game with adventure mode and that's it. And then a few months later, when the game is dying, they say, "Oh, I will release the PvP," but it's too late sometimes. So what we want to do is to build the maximum of content we can. Of course, it we can take a lot of time, but we want to deliver something already, but we want to make it better than it is right now. So we are developing a lot of things. The marketplace will be already on the game, so you'll be able to test our game on the closed alpha, and that's a special, the special thing in Parallelium. We want you to test our game before spending 1 cent. What I'm saying to you right
Mhm.
now is really important. Always test the game that you invest, because you don't know. Sometimes they say, "Oh, the beta game will be released after the token listing," and then you buy the token and they just disappear. So you
Yes.
didn't not even saw the game. So we will let the community test our game first, and we'll have a simulation in the game. The closed alpha will be a simulation. We will see how the game works, how the economy works, so everyone will be able to see it with your own eyes and see how the game works. So it will be a really good simulation how the economy will work, and we'll have to balance some things. It will be really amazing in the closed alpha. It will be a really real test. Of course, you can't make money on the closed alpha because it's just a test, you know. So we want people
Well,
to
that.
really test it.
That's a great idea, actually, because right now in the well, we can say that in the bear market, most of the game actually are considered rug. You
Mm-hmm.
just like what you said, you don't even see the game or the project. They just launch the tokens, and after launching the tokens, uh, they are just gone in the wind, and we were not able to see the projects that they promised. This could actually be the reason why Miss Lily here
Mm-hmm.
is interested to know more about your game. And
Cool.
if there will be a rough estimate on when we would be seeing like the samples or the samplers from the devs of the game.
So if you if you can see the samples of the game right now, is that the question? Like, because today you can actually, we had a live stream yesterday where the
Eh,
developer the Parallelium, he played the game in live stream. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you can see the game.
You can.
He playing it live in the live stream, and it's the game already exists, but of course we don't open it right now because we have weak servers, and RPGs require some really good servers. And we have three people from the community that are not part of our team, the core team, and testing the game. So if you want to ask them how it feels to play the game, you can. We have a lot of videos of the game, images of the game, live streams of the game. We have a lot of content for you to see the actual game, and that's really. If you go in a few months back ago, you can see the how the game was, and you can see how the game is right now. So you can make the comparison, about the game. So it's becoming each time better. You know? So you can see always see how it looks. You can make questions for to the CEO in the Discord. You can always see something about it. We are really transparent when we talk about the development of the game. So if you go to Discord and in the chat, you can see the live stream where the CEO he is playing the game. So yeah. Hello, hello.
Yes, we're still here. We're just trying to discuss
Sure.
in the Telegram group.
If they
Yes.
have
All right.
question,
For a
feel
while.
free
Okay.
to bring the questions.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're actually asking if we can see the game right now.
Oh,
If you'll
right
be able
now.
to share screen.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
I could share, but if you give me some minutes, I can because I have to hide the address of the game. I didn't, as not my idea to show the game in live, but maybe I can show you from the YouTube. I don't know, but right now I have to log in the game, and I can't really give you the address. Otherwise,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah, of course.
just a second then. Just give me a few seconds and I log in the game. Yeah, it's
Yeah, of
because
course.
usually I don't stream the game in lives like this, but not a
Yeah, with this
problem.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, we would appreciate. Um, would it take like 5 minutes or something like that?
yeah, probably 5 minutes is enough. So if you
All
want
right.
to ask people for a break, they can have a break, and I just set up everything here just not to show the address, and because I can't
Yeah,
show the
sure,
address. Okay,
sure. For a while waiting, we will be trying to discuss other things in the group. Okay.
okay. I will be just
All
setting
right.
everything up here, and we
Sure, sure,
go
sure.
back.
Sure, go ahead.
Ready? Yeah, Uni, eu não sei, mano. Sinceramente, Uni. Ah, tá. Uni, né? So, um, let me share my screen here. Oh, I almost showed my the others. Yeah. Um, guys, in Telegram, if I share my screen, I will share all the screen. You won't be able to see the others. And since it's a test
Oh.
server, I can't show you the others. But if you go to the live stream that I'm live streaming right now, since I'm using OBS, I can show you the game. So it's like unfortunately they have to join the live stream to see it, but it's the only way
Oh, okay.
because otherwise
Oh, okay. So it's like streaming
on YouTube.
through Steam.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
on YouTube, yeah. But
So I'm using OBS.
on Discord, do we have a or you said you have some samplers on Discord
Yes,
saved
yes,
video of the stream? Oh,
yes.
okay.
Do you prefer like that I send the link for them to see? But it's in Portuguese, the CEO don't speak English, so I will send the video, but he's playing the game yesterday. If someone wanted
Mm-hmm.
to see the game right now, they can join the live stream. I can, because on Telegram it shows the entire screen. That's that would be a problem. Okay, so here
Mm,
I sent. This is the CEO, but it's in Portuguese. Like I said, he don't speak English, so uh, he does playing, but it's in Portuguese. And now let me just pick the link here for the live stream that is happening right now, so people can see the game now, like live.
mm-mm.
Okay, so if you want to see the game, guys, join the live
Mhm.
stream. It's happening. I will show you more of the game. Okay, I will log in on the game here. Okay,
Okay.
if I remember my password. Okay, I probably have to create. Okay. So this here is the. Are you guys watching the? I don't know if you guys are watching the live stream. It's you can keep, like, you can probably mute the microphone on the live stream and listen hear the voice on Telegram. Just,
Well,
and you can see the game.
mhm.
Okay, so this here is the inventory, or where your items will be on the character. So for example, you want armor, it will be here on this slot. As you can see, there are a lot of slots. So for example, you have a boot, then you will be here, equip it here. We have
Okay.
the
Mhm.
inventory, but
Yeah, that's
since it's empty, don't has anything. Also, the game is in Portuguese, but you can
Uh-huh.
translate it using the Google Translator that will be implemented later. But the game will be English. Okay, it's just because the CEO and developer is Brazilian, so he does everything in Portuguese, but we will make sure to translate everything. So here is the attributes of the character. As you can see here, I am a swordsman, um,
Okay.
vitality, power, the distract or something like that in English. I don't know the name. Dex, I magic power, and
Uh-huh.
a
Uh-huh.
lot of things. So I'll show you the game. This is just the the menu or something like that in the game. So here's
Uh-huh.
the city of the game, one of the cities of the game. I'm sure you guys. Oh, I'm not even. So for example, this is the map before. Of course, you can't move. Oh, one of the things here, you can't move. For example, I want to go to this cave, but you are here. How are you gonna go to the cave? So you have to go out to this place to reach the cave. So for example, you are here on the village, then you
Uh-huh.
want to go to this place. Then you can expend some energy or you can pay some florins. But if you don't want
Okay.
to pay florins, of course you can go for free. But you spend some energy. But then you click, okay, I spend some energy, and then you have to wait. As you can see, it somehow it's slowly. So yeah, so I will pay for because I have infinite money on this test server.
Mm.
So I will pay for it. Um, yeah, so I'm here already. So if I go here and here, you have the class area or the collect area. So I will just go to the actual gameplay of the game. I am a swordman, like I said. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
he changed the configuration, but just a sec. Let me find how he's moving his character now. Mm, Pyramids. Oh, pyramids not working. The movements.
Okay.
It's since it's a test server, there are always bugs and it's not always fixed. So I don't know if I can move here. Actually, I my character can move. Let me try another map. Probably. Okay, let me go here. But like I said, guys, what we are seeing right now is alpha footage of the game, alpha version of the game. It's not the final version.
Uh-huh.
So here's the city of the game. I don't know why I can't move, man. I don't know what is the problem with my game. Like, okay, let me just give a refresh the page. I don't know. I can't walk. Let me refresh.
So
Chrome.
those icons that we see in the maps, those are actually like the zones or areas where we can get the items, right?
On the map here on the map, or you mean on this?
Yes, on the map.
Oh, on the map it's yeah, the zones, the
Yeah,
areas
the zones.
where you can, for example, here in the, it's not showing. Let me full screen. Okay, so in house flus, you can get a
Uh-huh.
strawberry, blueberry, wood, a meat, two kind of meats, and more leather. And you can find some, like you can see, you can find some monsters, a wolf, a frog, a bee, and a slime. So if you go here and you see that you see this kind of animals, but I don't know why, but I can't move in the game right now. It's probably
Maybe it's because
something.
it's from beta.
that he changed, but I don't know what is it. But of course, you can obviously you can move on the game. It's just some kind of bug, or I don't know what I'm doing actually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you
Could,
can move.
could be a bug.
Yeah, it's we won't lie. There are a lot of
And it's gonna
bugs,
be.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's normal. It's a development. But yeah, I should move. I don't know why I'm not moving. I will ask him later. And but if you go to the live stream in Portuguese, he's playing the game yesterday. He has playing the game yesterday, and for him it was
Uh-huh.
working just good. But probably maybe he didn't update the server because it's for him it's always the last version of the game because it's a local version. But for me maybe it's not updated. But watch it on the live stream. Even though it's in Portuguese, you can see the gameplay. And he kills a lot of monsters. He goes through a lot of
Mhm.
maps. So please watch the Portuguese live stream. You don't need to understand what he's saying. Uh,
Yeah.
just the gameplay is important. And always,
Yes.
also, I want to ask you guys to see the game when he's playing. He's actually playing the game. I wish I could fix this, but I don't know how to fix this. Actually, like
Well,
I
mhm.
test it sometimes, but um, you know, I don't know what's happening here. Maybe hotkeys, but yeah,
Well, with that, we actually have some ideas of the game, and we will definitely look it up in the Discord channel.
yeah,
Right now, I have an interesting question from the community. Let's see here.
okay,
It says here, since florins is your in-game token or the currency, and you don't have a tradable token that will be listed on exchanges, is there any option to convert or burn that equipment or NFT to have florins? Oh, the equipment can't be burned. That's understandable. That's what you said a while ago.
yeah. You can't burn the armor or NFTs, and you can't do something like that. All you can do is sell uh, the armor or your NFT. You can sell it on um, outside markets, so you don't need to sell the NFT inside the game. You can sell it on Tofu, all those marketplace outside the game. But if you want to sell it inside the game, you have to put it on a marketplace inside the game. So, and there is
So
one,
it's going to be in-house marketplace.
yeah, there is one thing, interesting thing is, for example, you have a weapon NFT, let's say a sword, and you want to sell it
Lamig
in
ka sa
game.
ceiling dahil, no? Tapos
When
dira
you
pa ka
sell it in
nakadlay.
game, you don't get rid
Daghan
of
bigay
your
buhok
wallet
dahil
NFT,
dahil.
but you can sell it
Mm-hmm.
again. In the next season, you have the NFT to sell again. So it's
24.
Mm, okay.
because
So
Lily asked. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, sure.
so, so those NFTs are gonna be there forever. It's not going to be taken off once the season change.
Yes, perfect. That's it. What we always try to explain to people because it's not how
Mhm.
most game how it works. But in your game, it will keep in your wallet, and in the next season, then the game will be resetted, so you can sell the NFT again because it start over again. It's a new chance for players to start a new adventure, a new class. For example, in the past season, you were a warrior, but now you want to become a mage. So in this new season,
Mhm.
you'll be like, oh, this season I will be a mage, and then you start over again. You have an NFT, so you can sell and buy a mage equipment, something like that. So yeah,
Oh, that's great. So you can just set aside if, say for example, you are a blacksmith, you'll be able to have some items to craft for mage or for swordsman or for a lumberjack, and on the next season, if you decided to be on another job, you'll be able to use those items as well.
Yes, perfect. For example, you were a lumberjack this season, and you got a gold axe. And now you chop trees like crazy. It's easy for you to chop trees with a gold axe. And then you have that item, but it's an in-game item. And then you decide, oh, I will pick this gold axes and transform it into an NFT, because the next season I will also be a lumberjack. And then you transform that item into an NFT, and then you can use again. But there is one thing, of course. If the gold axe, for example, requires you to have level 10, you have to get level
Mhm.
10 again. So it do not make the game too much pay to win, let's say like that, because you can't use from level 1. So you have to get level again, you know. And the only NFTs in this game that you'll be able to use from level 1 is the NFTs from pre-sales and sales that we will sell. And after
Mhm.
all these sales are over, there is no way to buy NFTs that you can use from the level 1. They are just
Oh, I
NFTs.
see. So there will be those NFTs are going to be the origin of all the items that we can trade and upgrade once the game launches.
Yes, for example, you buy a sword NFT in the next month when we
Mhm.
open, of course. But first, you have to try the game. Like I said, please try the game and then decide to invest.
Mhm,
But
yeah,
it's really
of course.
important. I think we all the projects should first show their product and then sell. But yeah, we also sold NFTs. I'm not gonna lie here, but we showed the game. We live streamed the game many times before we sell something. So it's really important to show the product. So yeah, for example, we sell, if I'm not mistaken, it's 4,000 NFTs in total,
Mhm.
and it's a long-term project. The thing here is we are not making a project for 6 months. We are making a project to last for years. That's the idea. We are not here just to stay for a few months. It makes no sense. You know, all this job, all this work for a few months. It's just crazy.
Yes, it will not last long for the game sustainability. And to follow it up, there is a question again,
Okay.
for the follow up, and mhm. Eh,
Hmm.
I hope you have an economist on your game because it says here that um how do you plan to minimize the oversupply on the market since the game mainly focuses on supply and demand?
Okay, so the question is about minimizing the supply of the. For
Mm-hmm.
example, there are a lot of NFTs. That's
Mm-hmm.
probably not a problem, because it's just like in real life. We always say that, because if there are a lot of things, a lot of, for example, a lot of wood, the price will go down. Of course, the price will go down, but then you can have more. For example, wood axe. The price of the wood
Mm-hmm.
axe will also go down because of that. But that's
Because of the
how
supply, yes.
that's how it works. Everything will then just go down, but you can make more. It works. If in real life economy works like that, in the game it can also work. It's not a problem. You won't like be making less money if the price of the wood goes down. It's no you that you'll be using the same effort. What will change is the amount. And you have to, in this game, you have to study the market, the in-game market. So, for example, you want to make a lot of money. So if you see that there are a lot of lumberjacks, you always have the freedom to change your profession and start doing something else. You can see that we have mines, we have a lot of
Uh-huh.
monsters, so you can choose something to do. Always choose something to do. And yeah,
Yeah, and
uh,
also that's the main reason for this for the change of job per season, right?
yeah, you have to be aware of what's happening. Like if you,
Yes.
yeah. So it's not a real problem. The if you know there are a lot of amount of um, items in the game. The NFTs is the same thing. It's not a problem. The best, I would say, the best guy here to say about economy would be Marcos, but he could not be here today. But he explained very well about these questions about economy. If you want to send me these questions, I can send to him because he is the CFO of the project. He understands more about economy and all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
since he is the one, planning and doing all the job behind the economy. So if you, the people who is making these questions, if you want to send me in my GM these questions, or maybe you, if you want to send me the questions, I can send to him,
Mm-hmm.
and I send back the answers in your group. In your group, he's way better than me to answer about economy questions. But I know, but he's way better. It's like asking something more technical about the game. The developer always know more.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll be checking the socials, Discord and Twitter, and we will see more of the uh more of the game as it unravels. All right, and
Sure.
let me try to check in the group if there's any other questions, because I am actually good for now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the sample videos in YouTube that you have on Discord.
Yeah, in your YouTube channel there are a lot of videos of the game. You can watch a lot. There are a lot of videos. We always, for example, we developed a new map, a new dungeon. We will always be uploading the videos of the game, the updates, the news of the game to YouTube. So you can always check your YouTube for videos and content of the game, and also live streams because the CEO always plays the game, the developers, to show the game. And I tried, like I said, I tried to show you the game, but I can't move. I don't know why. I see that, of course. I don't know why I can't move, but it's probably a bug in my side because he played yesterday and he could move. But it's normal, man. Like I said, if you are seeing the game today, in 6 months, it will be not the same game. In a good way,
Mhm.
of course, okay? It will be a better game, more things, more everything. So it's a in constant developing game. It's always changing, getting better, more stuff. So it's just the beginning of Parallelium. I always say this, and you'll hear more about Parallelium a lot yet. So you'll see probably this beautiful face here more times. Yeah,
That's for sure. And we'll, like what I said, we will be looking forward for the development of this game. And if there's any other, Boss Lily, are you still there?
Yes.
She's very active in the TG community. She's actually the ones who's submitting those questions. Is there anything else that you would like to tell Boss Teeth out there?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sir Mervin. Actually, I don't have anything to add now because I see it here that no questions anymore. So maybe let's just end the AMA, or how about you, sir? Do
sure.
you have anything to add?
No, guys, I just want to thank you for your time. Of course, time is important, so I want to thank you. Thank you for your questions, for your space here. It's really important. And I want to thank you everyone that is listening and watching. And that it may not be the best live stream, the best AMA in your life, but I'm trying to be here with you, trying to bring you a real project with real intentions. Maybe not the best answered questions, but like I said, we have better people in your team to answer more. For example, the economy question. So don't be shy to ask it in your chat, global chat, or in the private messages, because we are really close to the community. So feel free to ask anything, guys. It's just you know we are we are always listening to the questions to the community. If you want to have if you have suggestions for a game, for example, you think we could implement something in the game, you can go to our Discord, and in the suggestion channel you can send something. The developers are always reading that channel. They always react when you comment something on that channel. They really like suggestions. So guys, I just want to thank you, and that you think about this project, what we are trying to bring here. Learn more about it, study it by yourself. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just presenting you a game, a real game. So make your own research, and um, I hope to see you guys in the game in the future, in the soon near future, because we'll have a trial version. So get tuned for it, because I did not say about it, but before I forget, we have a trial version coming soon, which will be a few days where we will open our servers, the game server, and you'll be able to test the game. It will be only for a few days because, like I said, we don't have a lot of content. But the funny thing is that we have more content than the most of the games that you see being hyped. It's crazy. But the reason is because we are bringing a real game. So I hope to see you in the game. I hope that you like playing it and you understand what we are building. Thank you so much.
Sure do, sure do, and you're very much welcome.
Thank you. Bye bye, guys.
Bugs Lily.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you too. See you.
See you. Goodbye. Okay, guys. So